Hello everyone, how are you? Here right now, what happened on Lone Season 8, Grizzly Mountain. Or Season 7, I apologize. 4 contestants are still in it. Day 50. They're 50 days in, 20 days past the 30-day mark, and they're still toughing it out, folks. But the pressure's getting to them. 45 days, Coder, Becco, and Clay was finally able to use the gill net. They've been patiently waiting for this day due to the law regulations of fishing, where the area they're at, they had to wait 45 days. Becco finally put his in the water, no luck. He's finally decided, I'm giving up on fishing. He said, I've been 21 days, I haven't caught a goddamn fish. He said, I'm done. I can't hunt wildlife with my bow and arrow because of my knee issue. He saw 2 bears in the water. He watched them for a bit. He's lost 68 pounds. And he's had 21 days with no protein food source. That's not good. He's getting discouraged and emotional. He's missing his family, but I'm doing this to get the money to help support the twins as along the way. He quoted a saying from a Season 7 competitor. He killed the time by making a sign for a shelter called the Troll Cave. Carved the letters into a piece of wood. And he made a fame for his homemade forged hunting knife to go into. Like the sleeve for it from using some of his belt buckle. On to Teresa. She's had no luck fishing. She's finally got frustrated. She can't catch no rabbits, snares, nothing. With the snares, I mean, she can't catch nothing. So she's just going to rely on plant life, basically. The plants, the wild onions and that. Before I go on here, Becco's wild onions were getting pretty dried up. So he made like a homemade garden to freshen the onions up so they won't get dried up. Putting them back in the dirt. That was pretty smart thinking, Becco. Teresa made a kind of like a woven fish basket. She put it in the water. A couple days later, she checked, and due to the strong current that was happening, it got washed up on shore and got damaged by hitting the rocks and that. So she got discouraged. Now on to Clay. Clay. He couldn't catch no fish finally with his gill net. He had issues with it as well. He cursed that thing, called it son of a beep, and he tossed that thing in the water and walked away. And then I also had, this guy was funny too. He had made a homemade fishing net. And he said, I can't catch goddamn fish with this fishing net, but I found a good news for it. I can use it to gather up moss. He gathered up some moss to fill in some cracks on a shelter to keep the cold wind out and the rain. And he used the rest of it for archery practice, like for a target. That's pretty cool. He saw a bird, sorry, some kind of duck in the water, and he shot it with the bow and arrow, but the arrow went underneath the duck, and he missed. He felt bad. He pretended to be a news anchorman. That was cool. And he found some kind of mushrooms. And he said, oh, these are going to be so good to cook up. But he said, the problem is, he said, the odor reminds him of dirty gym socks. So he said, that's the bad side of it. Now on to Coder. Coder used his gill net finally after 45 days. And he scored. He's the only one that used that gill net between the 3 of them that actually caught a fish. He caught 2 perfect size, like freaking humongous bull trout. He got excited for that. Then one night, it was pitch black out. He suddenly woke up and realized, I got this gut feeling something happened to my boat with these strong waves and currents in the water. It's a good thing he went and checked because the boat was getting damaged by with the waves and the current. So he did a quick patch job, pulled it up on the shore some more so that it won't get hurt or damaged as much. And then he said, I'll fix it later on, do some more work to it. And he found a dead bird in the water. And that thing has some freaking huge worms sticking out of it. It looked nasty. And he cooked the freaking thing. I would not do that, but he did. He said it's risky. He said, but I need the food. This is before he caught the fish, by the way. And he said, due to the worms in the bird, it could cause stomach issues. Well, no duh. But he cooked it up, and he seems to be perfectly fine. There you have it, folks. Day 50 in. The final four still toughing it out. Next week, it shows that Clay comes across that same mountain lion that he's seen in the very first episode when it showed him on the show, and he's going after it from food source. And it also shows next week that something happens again with Coder's boat. I hope it's not something major. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.